Hello, my friends. I'm sorry I'm on late today. In fact, some of you were worried about me, and that just warms my heart to know that so many of you go to my page and you check on me. There's no feeling like that in the world. Benny and I went out to go pick up a few last-minute gifts, and we just had the best day. We actually stopped at a guitar shop, and he played guitar, and I just sat there, and we just had so much fun. And then we lost track of time, but here I am. So it's Thursday. That means we're going to talk about things that I have been loving and things that I've tried that have not worked out for me as much. There you are, Douglas. Get in here. Let me go shut my door because I think Mama's cooking and it can get loud. So something that I picked up, remember I was gone last week, and then I forgot a lot of my makeup, but I'm kind of glad I did because I found one of my new favorite shades of blush. It's not a new shade, and it's from NARS. I know NARS can be a little spicy priced, but I will find us a dupe for this shade, I will. But if you'll notice the natural rosiness, of course I have no makeup on right now, but if you'll notice that natural rosiness right there, and then I hold this up, it's like my perfect natural rosy shade. And I also find that this formula, sometimes it's hard to dupe formula. We can dupe color, but sometimes duping formula is a little bit more difficult. But this particular formula is very, very blurring. It's a matte, but it's not a very harsh, flat matte. It's a very blurring, soft matte. I think this is my new favorite blush shade. Now, this is going to be a shade for fair to light skin tones, bordering over into medium. But that being said, it is very, very pigmented, as you can see. You can't see my skin through that whatsoever. I'll put it here on the back of my hand as well. It's, yeah, there you go. That's a really good representation of it, the color. It's just a very flattering color, and on top of all of that, I just love the formula. I think the formula is exceptional, especially this particular shade. I have used other shades, but something about that particular shade is very special. And then the next thing we're going to talk about is this highlighter that has RUNNOT. There it is. This is probably one of the prettiest pink highlighters I've ever seen in my entire makeup life. Let me make sure I don't have anything here. So this one's from Kaleidos, and I purchased this a while ago, but it just came. It did take a while. It is absolutely stunning. Look at how sparkly. Okay, it's very sparkly, but it's a very ethereal sparkle. It's not really chunky. Do you see how it kind of disappears? And I didn't want you to think that it has a green cast. It's a very duochrome effect. Okay, do you see this? And then it's kind of green. You can wear it that intense, and then it would have that green cast. Okay, do you see it? But you can also wear it like this to where it just hits, it's beautiful and pink, and then it will completely disappear aside from the sparkle, but you don't have a cast. But I do want you to know that it's both. It's intense. There's a more intense swatch, and then you're going to see that. Anyways, I was saying I'm so invested in this highlighter. It's very special to me. I mean, it's blinding, but then you can also take it down to this. Now, the only thing, I'm not going to say it's a dupe for the Pat McGrath. Let me find my Pat McGrath one. Where did you go? So here's the Pat McGrath. You can see that it has that same quality. It even has a little bit of that blue flip. Do you see that? It's so similar. The only difference is this is more of a sheen. It doesn't have that same amount of sparkle. And one of my supporters and friends here, they did say that they were able to find this in the trio. I'm gonna go try to find that link right now. I'm actually gonna go purchase that right now too. All right, so I just got that entire, it was the actual palette. That's the link I just linked for you. I got that palette and that blue lip gloss, which I love that blue lip gloss. I just got it for 56 something. So that's a really good deal for Pat McGrath stuff. I know it's a very spicy price. We know everything is relative. But for those three shades, which you can use them as eyeshadow. So even if you're thinking, oh, that might be a little dark on my skin tone, this formula is pretty exceptional. I've had this for many, many moons now. But if you're looking for something extra spicy, I'm excited. I feel like I'm going to be reaching for this one for a second because y'all know I like my spicy looks. I'm a little sassy. But if you're wanting that vibe without that level of sparkle, the Pat McGrath, which I'm so glad that it's still available. Now, something that I did not enjoy this week, and please remember, we are all on a different makeup journey, and that's what makes makeup so much fun. We all like different things, and we can share that. Sometimes we like the same things, but it's makeup, it's art, it's subjective. For me, these made my makeup journey not fun. And I've seen these all over TikTok. I've seen them all over everywhere. These are from NYX. Jean Bean, there's the snorter. No. The texture, the colors, there are things in this style that I enjoy more. I believe these might still be on sale at Ulta. I'm gonna let this slide finish and I'll talk about what I do recommend. But these are just, I know they're affordable, but there are other things that are affordable as well that I prefer more. They were just, the texture wasn't very nice. The scent was eh. The pigment was eh. There's better things. Now, something that's similar but better to me are these from About Face. And the other day, I believe that they were on sale at Ulta. The texture, the smell, the colors. Just a cut above. I'm telling you, if you want this style, please try these from About Face. Just give them a little try. They have beautiful colors. In fact, I need to go find my other two, and then I want to go purchase all of them because they're just fantastic. They actually last on your lips, and for a formula like this, that's a very big deal. They pair beautifully with lip liner if you want to make them a little bit more glam. There's just nothing about these that I don't like. So the next thing we want to talk about is something that I've been using for quite some time now. You've seen me use it. I went ahead and purchased every single color that they had, and that's these Sephora Collection Rouge Gel Lip Liners. They're a gel, and you're like, that means the way that they glide on is exceptional. They're still extremely long lasting. And I feel that right now, a lot of the lip products that we are leaning towards, not everyone, but ones that are very popular right now on the market are like the one that I just showed you. No, not that one, but the About Face one. And even this style, this very wet, glossy lip. It's very on trend right now. So this formula pairs so perfectly with the current trend. It also pairs nicely with the lipsticks that you already have. I feel like it still pairs nicely with matte. It just doesn't pair nicely with a liquid. I was saying the only one that it's not going to pair as nicely with is going to be just an extreme liquid matte lipstick. But everything else they pair beautifully with. Dress to the 90s, like I mentioned in the last slide, is my absolute fave. I love Hot Sauce and then Rosewood. Those are my faves. But I went ahead, I got the rest of them. I think I even got these on sale. I think they were 30% off. I love them. I'm very happy. I'm very happy to have all of these. Something I did love from NYX is the color corrector. There's a pinker one too as well. I need to find the lid for it. Oh, it's chaotic around these makeup parts. So there is a pink one. I don't know what shade this is. I'll just have it labeled. And then the green one you saw on my recent reels, they're fantastic. Especially if you have a drier blemish because it's so creamy. But I will say if your blemish is just extremely, extremely fresh, this might be a too wet for that blemish. But I need to talk about that further. But on the drier blemishes, even if it still has a little bit of redness, these are fantastic because once a blemish starts to dry, it starts to get a little flaky, even if it still has a lot of redness in it. And that's what this green would correct, is the red. So this is wonderful. It's a 10 out of a 10. So the eyeshadow palette that I've been reaching for quite a bit, and I never want you to feel like you need to get everything that you're seeing me use here. These are just things that are kind of new. Some of them aren't new. They're just things I've tried and they've made my makeup art sing. But it doesn't mean that you need to go get all of this. You probably have something very similar already in your collection. Just get what you just go, oh, I have to have that. My makeup art is singing. But I know we all have lots of eyeshadow palettes, but maybe some of you are in the market for an eyeshadow palette. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe you just need it. So I'm going to say that this one right here, these aren't colors that some of us might have in our collection. So I think that's really fun. It's a fun thing. I like to add things to my collection that I don't have. And this is very incredible. the formula. So these are going to be pressed pigments. We talked about that yesterday. And that means that these can be just, I don't want to say difficult. That's not the right word, because you can do it. You can do it. But you have to just be a little bit more thoughtful on how you use these. It's about how much you pick up, the base that you use. I should just do a whole tutorial on pressed pigments, which I think I kind of did yesterday, and we'll get that up on YouTube. But it was the same thing that we talked about yesterday with the subculture. That being said, I think that this is an exceptional formula. I love the colors. I mean, if you do it this way, it's these colors that might be a little alarming for some of us. I feel that, but this over here, just fantastic. And you'll be surprised how you could incorporate these. This is a lid color, stunning, just absolutely beautiful. I just loved everything about this palette, and I wanted to share that with y'all. This one's a 10 out of a 10 for me, and we'll do another tutorial on it. By the way, I want to know, if you asked for makeup for a present this year, if you celebrate whatever holiday you celebrate, if you had anything on your wish list, what did you ask for? I want to know. I want to know. Now, the next thing that I have just not stopped using are these lip tonics. This formula, these colors, and this, you can just get this glow from your makeup. Your lips just glow. It's this glowing lip. I can't explain it. I need to do my signature glowing lip. I need to film a little tutorial on that. It's good stuff. I love the formula. I love the way they feel. I love the way they smell. They're very lightly scented. Let me give it a sniff. Very lightly scented. Way less scented than even a MAC gloss. I kind of use that as the benchmark for everything. I'm sure most of us have smelled a vanilla-y MAC gloss. But if you're wanting just a really affordable, glowy gloss, they're sparkly, but they're not that intense sparkle. I know not all of us want an extremely sparkly lip, so this is kind of in between. I love it. And then I'm still going to spend the rest of my years trying to find a dupe for Saint Germain from MAC. Again, this was Bubble. A lot of you said that this might be a dupe, and I just knew that it wasn't blue enough, and it doesn't have enough white. There's so much white. You can see this is old. Okay, we're not judging. We're keeping this for a dupe. We're trying our best. No judgment. I'm trying to do. I know a lot of you might go, oof, why would you try to dupe that? With the lip liner, Saint Germain was so beautiful. I'm so sad. Oof, look at that difference. But look at it here. It's like, oh, it's so bubblegummy and poppy. No. And then remember that NYX one? That was not it. I'm gonna keep searching. And the scream that I have scrumped over these liners from Melt, do yourself a favor. Just get one. Let me swatch them. Okay. This is the Apricot Cream. They're so pigmented and they're just juicy. Juicy is a good thing. This is Caramel. Caramel Waterline on just about all skin tones. It's delicious. It's as delicious as the name. And then this is the Black Onyx, which is just, oh, it's so black. And then here we have Olive. Look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, I love it. So this one has a lot more yellow than the Caramel. And then last but not least, the white one. Please try these. You know, I'm honestly just trying to find ways to stall. I have to go blow dry my hair. I don't want to. And then one more lip liner that I've been using nonstop is Milk Chocolate from Mario. It's just not too red and not too cool, kind of chocolatey shade. It's not an extreme brown either on my skin tone. And right now I'm more light. Yeah, I would say I'm like right out of fair and I'm a light skin tone right there. So even if you have a little bit more of a more fair complexion than I do, I just don't feel like it would be too harsh. Now, of course, not everybody wants to wear a brown lip liner, but if you're wanting to kind of get into that feel and it adds a really nice definition, it just depends on how heavy-handed you are. But this particular color is really nice and neutral. It's not too cool, not too warm. So I've been reaching for this one a lot and I love this formula. I love all of these, but this one I reach for the most. I'm seeing what you requested for the holidays. I'm seeing that come in, and I cannot wait to go sit down and just read through. I'm about to have a second shopping list. I love makeup. I've always looked at makeup as my art supplies and my face is my canvas. So I'm always just wanting more from my canvas. It's fun. Something that I'm gonna link, and y'all are probably gonna sell it out, but it's something you're gonna use every single day. There's the frilly products, the fun little glittery add-ons, and then there's things that we use every single day. And that's usually a brow product. And this has become my favorite brow product. It is fantastic. If you still have that Valentino one, finish it because it is amazing. But this is better to me now, and that's what happens. Makeup, we have a new favorite. There's an advancement. There's improvements every year. Every 6 months, there's probably going to be an improvement in our makeup technology. But I love the gel in this as well, and I love how thin. This is even thinner, and this one doesn't leak either. It's even thinner than the Valentino one. So if you really want to draw some hair-like strokes, you're going to love this. This is a more makeup artist brand, and I think this has just been very thought out. I think that's everything. Let me do a quick once over. I don't know. I also don't like to turn these into this big hype thing and really try to show you things that have really spoke to me. So let me do one more quick little pass through. No, that's everything. I think that's it. Now I'm gonna go wrap some more presents and then blow dry my hair. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm excited. Tomorrow I want to use this. Y'all ready for tomorrow? Hang on. It's here. It was just here. There it is. This Kaleidos palette. So cool toned. We're gonna be so sparkly and 90s tomorrow. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, I love you all. In case nobody has told you, I love you so much. And I know the holidays are not always holly jolly for everyone. So if you need somebody to chat with, I'm here. I love you. I'll see you tonight.